And so I was thinking it'd be great to call this
skunk.
episode the stink episode, but it doesn't actually smell in your backyard. Do you have some sort of smell barrier around the house?
I
I do have a smell barrier. What? A smell barrier?
Oh, you do?
Yeah, we just have the smell barrier. Welcome everyone.
Hello.
Whomever is watching.
I like the sound of skunk accident.
This is
Skunk accident more than skunk disaster.
Yeah.
Holy Wow podcast.
Holy Wow.
Starring me, Joe, Sam, and Ian.
That scream was for
Seemed like we didn't-
Mexican Independence Day,
It
which
seems like-
starts at midnight tonight. It was a preemptive scream.
You were so jazzed about Mexican independence, you didn't realize that we did not get our proper cut of the pie there in terms of star emphasis.
Oh yeah, can you introduce us again?
Okay.
Slower.
Okay.
Make sure to give me 3 adjectives.
And in the bottom right, standing at 5'11", the Sam
All right, let's hear those adjectives.
King.
Yeah.
I said your height. That's the adjective.
not an
That's
adjective.
shitty. It's also-
It is.
No, it's not.
Okay. In the bottom left.
He just ignored you. What
Yeah.
are we even paying to this union for? Like, we get nothing out of it.
That's true.
Yeah, I can think of 3 adjectives for Joe: smells bad, rude, and ugly.
And here's
Cool.
like when you get 3, you get a 4th one free. Just a butt
Yeah.
face.
Tongue is
Butt
too
faced.
long.
Yeah.
there we go.
Yeah, that's good. Keep them coming. Keep letting me soak this in.
Uncanny.
Attention.
Dare I say,
Attention.
probably.
Well, you just didn't give me 3 adjectives, so that was like pretty
I mostly wasn't listening.
cool. We're
you
off to a
should
good
work
start.
on that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our voice is literally being piped into your head.
Hey, that's part of a podcast. It's all about me. That's why I made this
Wow.
podcast.
So for those listening and
Me and Sam are
watching,
gonna do our
maybe,
own podcast.
Joe's family's being adorably cute and making s'mores right behind us. Grandma and grandson. Grandma putting the marshmallow on the stick.
Grandson is the name of her husband.
Yeah. How? That's really funny.
Hey, okay, I got it.
This is
All right,
my
let's do a
husband,
quick top or 5
Grant.
things. Okay, these are 5 things. 5 things. 5 things. 5 things. 5 things.
Okay.
5 things.
5
things you wouldn't want to put on a s'more.
Oh.
A big diaper.
1,
One extremely long piece of hair.
2,
A medium-sized diaper.
3,
go.
a big slice of lukewarm ham.
4.
A very, very phlegmy loogie.
5.
5.
I mean, these are. Can I just add one more?
Yeah.
A subpoena.
Oh.
Let me add one more. The lead singer of Pearl Jam.
Yeah,
Eddie Vedder.
I don't want him anyway. Can I add another one? The lead singer of Nickelback.
Yeah, I don't know his name, but yeah.
They're
But
both pretty good.
look at this photograph.
Human teeth.
Oh yeah, human tongue. You know how
I want that one though.
have you ever had cow tongue?
I
Yeah, it's
actually
very good.
weirdly have, yeah, in
I love it.
Spain.
I think it's too chewy.
I love
I
it.
was
love it?
mortified when I had it because I was 9 years old and I just wanted like dumbass PB&Js or whatever the fuck 9-year-olds like to eat.
Instead, you got tongue. It's cultural. It's good for you.
Right.
You ate the part of another animal that eats. That's pretty special.
That tastes corn byproduct.
and
yeah.
More
and
into
the
the
snake
rectum.
finishes eating its own tail.
Yeah, it's cool to eat like all the different parts of every animal possible.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if
The
you
lips
eat.
and the butthole.
The ego and the id.
Well,
those
I
are my
do love
favorite.
ground beef, which is just like the cartilage, lips, and butthole.
Oh, I kind of thought they just tossed the whole cow in the chipper.
No, they only cost the bits of the cow and the chipper that they can't just cut off and eat.
Oh, nice. Well, that's
Yeah,
very
so, like,
resourceful.
it's like you get all the steak and then hamburger meat is just like the rest of the cow blended.
I know you can eat balls from like a bull, but do
Yeah,
they
Rocky Mountain oysters.
can you separately just eat the semen of the bull?
I can't see why you
I'm
couldn't.
sure someone is into that.
What a
that's
thing
not
to
even
be
a
into.
Well, it doesn't
question.
have
Can
to
you
be.
imagine? Can you imagine discovering
doesn't
you're into
have to
that
be
and having to
sexual.
live with that for the rest of? Yeah, it doesn't have to be sexual.
could just
maybe you
taste
love
good.
the taste of
Like-
cock. But can you imagine finding out
Yeah.
that that's your thing? Going, oh no. I don't even know where
I
to
can
start.
only imagine it's extremely salty.
There's like a lot of fetishes out there and other weird things that I imagine people don't know for a long time they're into that because it just never presented itself as an option, and then one day they find a weird subreddit and they're like, oh fuck, oh no,
Or
oh
it
god, oh
happens by
no.
accident.
I
Oh,
just
God, oh,
found
no.
out that I really fetishize hooves.
That's a rough one. It's rough because people
Like,
don't
you
have
like,
them.
You only date like girls who wear clogs.
Hooved. yeah, exactly. Oh
they
baby, wear
crack
these.
her up.
Oh baby, you're so hot in these clogs.
very
Clomp,
good.
clomp, 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 clomp.
Yeah, walk around for me.
I just want to hear you walking in.
Yeah,
from-
can you
from
walk around in the
outside.
other room so I can't hear or see you? I just want to imagine.
I just want you to be approaching my home from a
Yeah.
mile away.
You hang out in like the office of pediatrician.
She's almost here. She's almost here. She's almost here.
Dang. You know what I saw a billboard for on the way here? An open air casino.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I thought
Is
casino's
it?
whole thing was like you
Is
don't
that-
know what time
you don't know
it
what
is.
time it is, and you're dark and you're damp and you're sad and you're
S-
forced into this hole. And it's like if you're
Wait,
outside,
why are you damp?
No one is forced you into this hole. Yeah, why are you damn?
it's just you get sprayed down. I thought that's just the thing with casinos.
What happens on entry?
I don't know what casino you went to.
I've actually never been to a casino and gambled. I've walked in through one to go to the bathroom, but never really
Really?
stayed for
Oh,
a
you
while.
should do it. It's a great way to lose all your money and get nothing.
It
in return.
is.
Yeah.
It's very good.
And feel-
Actually,
Or it's a great way to win a lot of money. But,
My-
yeah.
but usually not.
I think the reason to gamble in like a place like Vegas is because people walk around and give you free drinks and expect
yeah.
very small tips in
Yes.
return. So if you can just manage to break even, but or like you really can get a lot of alcohol for not very much money.
That's
Really?
the dream,
Yeah.
yeah.
What?
You sit at like a
wha-
penny slot and you just play really slowly.
And you wait for the 80-year-old woman who's been smoking a pack a day since 1945 to
Yeah.
come by in a fucking mini skirt.
Yeah,
and
she got like dropped
screech at
off in
you.
a basket and just got a
Really?
job there.
And
You
the
guys
basket
have
was
both been
on
to Vegas
fire.
a bunch?
I've been to Vegas, yeah,
A few
like 4 or
times.
5 times.
Oh, really? I've actually never been to Vegas because it's never really appealed to me.
It's kind of cool just to walk.
It's
Like even if you don't
actually
gamble,
way
it's just really
cooler.
fun to walk around.
I had the same thought. I was like, I mean, gambling's okay. I don't like strippers and all that
Yeah,
shit,
like
really.
the nightlife is so. It just seems so tacky and dumb. But
really
I think
is,
it's like I've
but-
gotten beyond that, where I'm like I'm ready to lean in, and
It
embrace
yeah,
it.
if you just like really you just got a yes and Las Vegas, which
Yeah,
just
that's-
means get
that's
as
what I'm-
fucking drunk as you
that's what I'm
possibly
thinking I'm
can
ready to
because
do.
you can drink anywhere at any time all the time.
See a Cirque du Soleil show while shitting
Oh
your pants.
yeah. I mean,
It's
you can
very
just do
good.
whatever the fuck you
If
want.
you're into
and they
engineering,
make you really comfortable all the time
Yeah.
just for being there.
It's
It kind of makes it
designed
Wait, so
worth
you
it.
to
get
make
free
you-
drinks constantly?
kind of.
You can get drinks anywhere. You can bring them anywhere. There's no interaction with
yeah.
anything. They want you in their locations, and everything's available. You can buy any type of food, get any type of drink, literally anywhere in
See
all
any
those
show, yeah.
hotels at any moment.
Some of
Oh,
the some of the casinos have the ceilings painted so they look like the outdoor sky.
Yeah,
and
so
it
you can
is
trick
very
yourself.
disorienting, but also very cool. If
Mhm.
you're into engineering, like all the Cirque du Soleil shows just have like unbelievable set work.
Yeah.
Like they have these
I believe that
huge
100%.
mechanisms and like
mean, the shows
pools
are
that go into
incredible.
the floor, and it's like you.
That's
oh,
that. I wanted to do set design for shows for a while.
Oh, it's I did it just I did it in high school. It was just wood, but it was just enough to like get you interested enough in it
Yeah.
that you kind of sometimes wish you could do it again.
Yeah.
Which is the worst way to do something, to do it enough to want to do it more and then never ever ever do it again.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
It's a
you
real
can do it
edging
again.
lifestyle.
You can
Yeah, I
make
mean it
some
literally is edging, isn't it?
buck.
It
Is
just
it edging
makes
or is
sets
it
for
edgy?
things. Can it be both?
Hell yeah, it can be both.
Is there? I mean, I guess I could volunteer at like a community theater. That would require me. The problem is the
You can also
consequence.
get hired at like a production company too.
Yeah,
but either one you
no
want.
thanks. But like, the problem with volunteering at a community theater is that does help the community, and I don't want to help the community.
Ian wants everyone to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2020's been his best year.
So far.
There's okay. Aren't there so many dumbass 2020 shirts that say like
Are there?
I've seen 4 that said one of them has just said 2020 is fucked up, and the other one is like I need a glass of wine for 2020, and then one I saw today was beer, the glue that's holding this 2020 shit show together.
Yeah.
The
I
first
saw your
two-
post about that.
Yeah,
The
I
first
was
two
like,
had sort
wow.
of the cadence of you just kind of making them up as relatively lame, but the third one, I believe, was on a shirt, and I hate it.
I know, yeah. Well, I saw another one, and like one was on a I saw the first two were on people. One was on an
whoa.
airplane.
So someone wore the shirt.
So
It's unreal.
someone in chat says, "Ha ha ha ha, beer." Yeah, beer. So funny and original.
Yeah, beer is like,
It's like,
honestly
whoa.
so crazy, like
That's
so
such a-
original
such a joke.
and not overdone in San Diego at all. Like
I
there's not
know.
enough breweries in San Diego.
Never. So creative.
Feel personally attacked.
Just like an alcoholic
Wait, why? Do you own
beverage
a
with
brewery in
hops.
San Diego?
Yeah.
Why do
I
Are you a beer
personally
snob?
attacked?
Or do you aspire to be
I
one?
might own a few breweries in San Diego.
No, frick. Do you own Ballast Point?
Gosh, I didn't want to say.
I wasn't gonna be specific, but
I all the breweries I own, we could make beer, but we don't. We just use the big empty vats for hiding artifacts and other stolen goods from the cops.
That's good. Yeah.
Mhm.
from the
I
cops.
feel like that'd be a good way to accidentally murder someone too. Is like,
Accidentally is a strong word
Wait.
for how we
Yeah.
do it.
From the
right.
cops or from Nicolas Cage in what was his dumb movie?
I don't know,
National Treasure. Yeah.
I don't
We
get the
we
joke,
didn't have to
though.
hide it from him in
'Cause he's
National
hiding
Treasure because
artifacts.
he was so
Oh,
busy
okay.
during
Yeah.
National Treasure looking for the Declaration of Independence. But
Mm.
now that he's free,
He's got
We
free
do-
time.
we do have to like come up with a lot of new excuses every day. So we have a big part of our operation is we just have a costume room, and we have like the same 4 or 5 guys cycling between costumes and accents, trying to like give excuses for why we
Throw
can't let
him
Nicolas
off.
Cage tour the brewery.
Very good.
Like we promise we didn't steal anything from Hobby Lobby, who stole it from ISIS. Like there's nothing here. It's a brewery. We swear to God.
I know,
Don't ask so many questions.
It's
not
crazy that Hobby Lobby is getting like their main distributor is ISIS.
well, okay. So what I said wasn't a joke, and I think you might have thought it was a joke.
Wait, what?
The Hobby Lobby like illegally acquired a ton of artifacts from the Middle East through terrorist organizations like ISIS.
Whoa, I did not know that, but that is
Oh.
insane. Did you
Now
know that?
I really support them now.
Yeah.
Wait, how? What? How?
So
What
that's
terrorist
real.
organization is
Fucking
has a
ISIS.
Hobby Lobby?
It was
Remember when they were
ISIS?
going around destroying like statues and libraries and shit? Well, they weren't
So they
destroying
didn't destroy
everything.
them. They
were
just
selling
sold them
some
to
of it.
Hobby Lobby.
Mm-hmm. This is like, you can Google this. It's,
That is some
Well, it just
grade
isn't
A.
Hobby Lobby just
American-
like dumbass plaques and like.
it's extremely Christian. Like extremely Christian.
But isn't it just like wall stickers that say like "Let God in"?
Hmm.
And stolen artifacts.
But like what's
From-
stolen?
from
Because
the-
aren't they just like mass
It's not
produced?
like in the store. They own like a Bible museum or something.
Oh, it's just
and it
like a
goes, like,
separate like the
there.
owners of Hobby Lobby also own these stolen artifacts.
Yeah,
But they're not for sale.
No.
Okay, that's what I was
as
confused.
far
on.
as I know. I mean,
Oh.
maybe if you pay enough.
So are you trying to steal them from Hobby Lobby, and then Nicolas Cage is trying to steal them from you?
We are in negotiations with Hobby Lobby secretly. Nicolas Cage, yeah, he's a real thorn in both of our sides. But he
Mm.
goes back
I
and
mean-
forth between us and the Bible Museum.
Is Nicolas Cage not the greatest? He is so incredible just because of how good bad he is at the same time.
Yeah, I like his receding hairline.
I don't know many people who have the same gravity that he has. Like, I don't know if I like him, but he definitely like stands out among humanity.
I'm just the most enigmatic actor in history. Just have no decision to make on any of the movies that he's been in. I've never seen a person range from absolutely terrible to, I guess, pretty good. I mean, I've never seen him be amazing by any stretch of the imagination.
In a couple in Raising Arizona and
He's just really good.
Wild at Heart. Yeah, those are his 2 good movies.
I think his biggest problem is like he's really bad at scouting which movies to
Do you
take.
think he scouts? I think he just is like,
He just
let
accepts
me
it.
in. Yeah.
He's like, oh, you want to make a movie about searching for the Declaration of Independence because there's a treasure map on the back of it. Absolutely,
Yeah,
I would love that.
Well,
it's
it's
almost
just like-
certainly
it's
not
just like-
him
yeah.
looking for parts. It's anyone else going, this is a role for Nicolas Cage, obviously, and the guy's not working, so
Well,
we'll get
I'm
him in.
assuming Nicolas Cage is there's just a huge stack of unused scripts that just say Nicolas Cage on it.
Well, the thing is, he used to be hot, and now he's taking gigs.
Now he's
and
not.
he's accepting offers as if he's still hot. So it's like that's why National Treasure was so weird, is because he wasn't hot in it.
There's a lot of thirsty middle-aged women.
Yeah.
No, but if you
who
really think
still
about it, like
he's hot.
change that main character with like a classically hot guy, and it's a different movie.
Definitely.
Classically hot.
Still
like
pretty pop.
Vladimir
I feel like that
Putin.
movie did really well though because Americans are idiots
We
about
certainly remember.
American independence.
It's called
shit.
chauvinism.
Yeah.
Um,
I was gonna say nationalism.
Kind of the same thing.
Okay.
I think the way they must film Nicolas Cage movies. So in Monsters Inc., you know, the girl who voices Boo or whatever, they couldn't get her to sit still in the booth and like say the things they wanted to say, so they just chased her around with the microphone,
Oh really?
and that's how they got her lines. I'm guessing
Why
that's
they
how.
hire like a girl? Why? Because a lot of voice actors can just go up in range and play like a child voice.
Yeah.
They hired a child. I don't have the I didn't interview them, so I don't know.
It's super weird and
they
way more,
followed her
way
around-
more costly because you
I
have to have like
assume-
an in-studio teacher for any minor.
I'm
Yeah.
guessing that
I
they
also
did not
assume you
pay
brought
her
it up because you
much.
did interview him about it.
No, I brought it up because I'd like to get to this was sort of the introduction to my point, and now that the
I'd like to
stage
hear
is
it.
set, I can make the point.
It's
which
set
is
for you.
that I think that's how they must film Nicolas Cage movies. They're like, this guy's not gonna he's not gonna do exactly what we want, so we'll just build the set where there is the Declaration of Independence, and we'll see where it spirits him away to.
There
Yeah,
are
we'll
no.
just build like 4 sets around his
Yeah.
trailer and see what
With-
mood he's in.
Yeah.
that day.
With Nicolas Cage, there are no scripts. They just hire a bunch of actors and build a set, and they just say, "All right, here we go. Everyone, just go along with it."
So what did Nicholas do
actually
this
is
week?
the
He
genre.
pretended to steal the the Declaration of Independence. So I guess that's the movie we're making.
Yeah, well, the genre you just
Mm.
described is called mumblecore, and it's actually kind of cool. It's where the director goes in with the actors and says, this is what the scene is going to be about, and like we'll say maybe a few plot points, like you get mad at your boyfriend and then you smash this face and go out the door, but it's totally unscripted.
Mm-hmm.
And
You just
there's-
used mumblecore to describe like long form improv.
yeah, but
basically.
no, but it's recorded. Like there's TV shows, like the show Easy on Netflix is mumblecore,
Oh wow.
and then there's full movies of mumblecore.
So follow-up question: why haven't we done this yet? Because that sounds awesome.
Done what? Made a
mumblecore.
episodic series on Netflix.
Yeah. Anyone can
know.
get a
I feel
fucking
like
Netflix.
anyone can. Yeah,
Yeah.
anyone can make a shitty. I'm surprised
we
Murder
can't-
Rampage isn't on Netflix.
Yeah,
at this
if
point.
we can't, we can start on YouTube Red or Verve or some shit.
YouTube,
but like,
yeah,
it's a
who
hop,
the
skip, and
fuck
a jump.
owns YouTube Red? Like,
Yeah,
who buys that?
it's
Do
gotta
you
be like
guys?
8 people.
Yeah,
No.
no one buys.
Jeff Bezos.
But you know,
Father
actually,
Bezos.
Paris,
Why would Father B own it?
He's gotta
Paris
keep his eye on
Hilton
the
just
pulse.
released
Mhm.
a full documentary called "This Is Paris," and it premiered at the Toronto Film Festival, and it's now on YouTube, and I really want to see it because
Why?
it talks about she just created an entire pop culture in it, and she talks about how she just like lied and everything's just fake, and like how she got to the top.
Damn,
Mhm.
I need those skills. I want to know.
Wow.
But I feel like we diverged
I just
for a
completely
second.
lost respect for Paris Hilton.
Was that really? I
What?
gained a lot of respect.
I'm
She's
just
like a
joking.
mastermind.
I'm just joking.
She's honestly
Wow,
a
wait, she
genius.
was lying this whole time.
Well, yeah, exactly.
I mean, like,
I'm not.
But she talks about
Reality
like how,
TV, right?
Yeah. Well,
We
Yeah.
got distracted from us.
yeah, everyone can hate on Paris Hilton, but she's honestly
no,
a
I
genius.
don't hate on her. I'm just saying, like, if you really thought that all that stuff was very truthful, it's pretty.
Yeah.
My only thing
Pretty
about Paris
dumb.
Hilton is I think Marseille Hilton is much more interesting, and no one ever talks about it. Everyone's all about Paris Hilton.
Fuck,
You know?
I wish I knew that joke.
Man.
Is it just like a different hotel in a different
It's a
major
different-
city
it's a
joke?
different city in
I'm
France.
kind of disappointed
Okay.
you still said Hilton. You could have changed the hotel as well
I
and just
could
had
have-
it a little more
You
obscure.
didn't even get the inch I gave you. I couldn't have given you like a whole
I
yard.
do know
Can I say
where
the same
Marseille
joke? Can
is.
Yeah,
I
do
say
you
the
wanna try
same
again?
joke but a little bit
Do it.
better?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Marseille Marriott.
I'm surprised everyone talks about the Paris Hilton because The Hyatt in Paris is honestly way more phenomenal.
That one's actually
I
better,
mean-
Ian. You lost.
Yeah, if you want to spoon feed jokes to people, I guess. If you don't care about your own integrity as like a comedian,
What
then,
understanding
Just-
that Marseille is a
just
city in
don't-
Paris in
In
France.
Paris?
In Paris, yeah, it is a city in Paris, which is a store in Paris. Yeah, sorry,
good no more.
I
know,
just
I've
I
been
hold
like-
my
yeah,
audience
I've been
to a higher
talking
standard.
So dumb.
I've been talking so not good at talking. You
No,
know?
recently I keep accidentally saying think like a fucking British instead of think.
Is that
like-
what you think?
Like I think I should go to this, and I'm like, holy shit, why did I put an F there? That's happened to me the past
It's the
3
smoke.
days.
It's the smoke. I'm
Yeah.
blaming everything on the smoke. Oh, I can't run today. Smoke.
Yeah,
Mm.
I haven't seen a blue sky in a while.
Yeah, no, it's just been gray.
Why can't I get happy? It's just the smoke, right?
Yeah, it's just the smoke.
Mhm.
Why does my head hurt? It's the smoke. Why
Why
do
am
I
I
have all these
drinking so
lesions on
much?
my body? It's the smoke.
Why did I kill all those people?
Why do I have these weird bumps on my genitals? It's the smoke.
Why did I steal more artifacts from ISIS and hide them from Nicolas Cage?
Why does
the
Hobby
smoke.
Lobby not want my terrorist organization artifacts?
That's not the smoke. Why don't they? I'm offering great deals over here.
I've been trying to do this for years. It's not the
This is
smoke.
Yeah. bullshit.
Everything has been funneled through Guantanamo Bay. Why don't they want it?
It's bullshit, is what I'm saying. I've got all these very genuine, brand new Bibles. Like, why doesn't Hobby Lobby? They're artifacts. I made them out of skin that I did legally acquire from people.
Mhm.
They're very
Mhm.
powerful Bibles.
Mhm.
They were from dead people. You didn't kill them.
I mean, the people are dead.
Yeah.
It's like-
Is that what you're asking? Is that what
yeah,
you're saying?
yeah.
The
You
people
didn't
that-
kill
the-
them.
No, they got in the way of the bullet.
Yeah.
No, I
Oh, I thought you.
I-
I thought you were talking about you acquired skins.
did acquire skin.
Yeah. Human
Um,
skins.
Human skin.
What do you use to preserve that? Is it formaldehyde?
Preserve.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid. You rub the Kool-Aid on the skins. It
Mhm.
rubs Kool-Aid on its skin.
It rubs the lotion on its skin.
the. Oh, viewer says Darth Xerox says salt. That's how you preserve a dead body.
You
Oh,
Xerox.
nice. I'm glad our
His name
viewers
is
know
Darth
that.
Xerox, and it's salt.
I thought
Oh.
that you were saying a chemical compound.
I thought-
No, well, yeah, I was. That chemical compound was
God,
salt.
You know what? I think I
Sodium
preserved
chloride,
the
you're
skin.
talking?
I think
Wait,
I
you're
preserved
talking
the
sodium
skin
chloride on me?
using kosher
What?
salt, and that's why
Hey,
they
the
don't
fire's
want
done.
it.
That was quick. Wow.
Talking to you two is incredible because I could start a whole thought and then
Yeah.
just
Well,
kind of
don't
sort
worry,
of
we'll be back for the end.
just
And
fully
don't worry, it happens to all of
fully-
us.
Yeah, it does.
ignored. Well, usually if you can't find purchase, even though you had the 4, you could just kind of roll with it or keep going or
Oh,
talk
yeah, that's
about
what
it,
I
but
do.
not with you two.
The thing you've got to remember, Ian, is we have at least one viewer, so you're at least talking to them.
All right. Well,
Maybe
this is-
not me.
this
Maybe
is-
I'm not viewing.
This is
I check out of the podcast every 5 or 6 minutes.
Yeah,
Yep.
Joe's on a mental
That's
break right now.
Give me a minute.
speaking of mental speaking of mental breaks.
Start
do-
talking. I'm just,
And Joe's just staring out the window with his mouth open.
yes. Oh, welcome back, everyone.
No, but yeah, I do that too. When you guys go on your little, things that you do, talking and whatnot, and I have a point that I get cut off on, I still continue
Just
it.
remember, there are viewers. You know what? And when I listen to it back, I catch some things that I wasn't paying attention to. It's
Yeah.
a pleasant surprise.
I do that too because I keep score in my head,
Mhm.
and I have to sufficiently fuck everyone else over during the podcast
right,
so that I
right.
don't leave with the resentment.
And who's the
Mhm, mhm,
funniest?
mhm, mhm.
I don't compete in that game anymore.
I feel like I'm number 2. I feel not like I'm not the worst today,
bold of you
but
to-
but not the
Today?
best.
bold
Yeah.
of you to put yourself ahead of anyone.
So
Sam
I
is
guess-
so humble.
Yeah.
So this is good content. Do y'all want to take
I
a break
have-
and shut up? Do you want to take a break and
Yeah,
figure out
and
what we're doing next, and then we'll come
I
back?
have an idea to talk about.
Great.
Yeah. Do you want to take a break first, though?
I
'Cause
mean, if
we
if
can
you've
just
got
change
an
into. I've got an idea right
Take
now.
your
We only use-
Alright.
yeah.
You wanna hear my idea?
Yeah,
So
let's
no
go with
break.
the idea.
All right, so I wanted to bring up something. I learned it in animal behavior class in school, which was a
Oh,
lot of fun.
Yes. Wait. Can I introduce the segment?
Yeah, do it.
This is Joe's Animal Facts.
This is what Joe learned in animal behavior class.
Is that the subtext? Did you retitle my segment name, or did you provide?
That was just like the soft
Wow.
music underscore
Okay.
of the main kicker.
And all of
Good.
this is like
Some good
in the
narcissism
the
there.
title
Yeah.
scene. Yes,
Yes.
people are-
Very good
Wouldn't it be
narcissism
great if
here.
in Full House?
I would love for a psychologist to be here and be like, wow, you said a thing and then you just made your own version of it because you just can't handle that. And it would be the same way either way. It doesn't matter.
And then now you're talking.
And now I'm talking.
Wouldn't it be great
It's
if
just
like
violent narcissism.
they open up with like Full House title screen and it's just Joey, like that's the title we're going with? I was thinking like Big House. No. We already agreed it's like a family show and we're calling it Full House. Wait, is the fucking camera running right now? Are we playing the theme
Wait, you
song?
didn't want to go with home, not full home?
Yeah, we're recording this. This is what's. What
I
we're
love
going with.
Full Home.
Do you think when they film live shows like of Ellen, like the first 10 minutes is just like Ellen arguing with the cameraman, like, yeah, why up? Put the camera up on my face. Why is the music playing? Start over.
Yeah, I do
and
think
it's live.
that.
And the audience is there.
And they're very uncomfortable.
Like, oh my God, why is
I think
Ellen
that
swearing
happens-
at the audience,
I
swearing
think
at
it's
her
the same
workers?
cameraman in every episode.
the same mistake.
The camera starts too low.
Okay, so let's start over. Joe's animal facts
Thank you.
and subtext from Sam.
This is where Joe presents a little factoid he learned in his animal behavior class at community college.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you put out my expertise for that. Community
We
college.
have to give out your credentials.
So, on this podcast, we do love the word cuck, I believe. Yes?
and
I mean,
off the
it's a
podcast.
great- it's a
very
great
good
word, yeah.
Yeah, it's just a
and-
tremendous
yeah,
word.
on and off,
we
yeah.
really do appreciate a good cucking.
Oh,
And,
Wait,
no.
hold on. No.
No, I'm no cock.
It's a good word, but that is where
Well, I
my
wasn't gonna
appreciation
say-
stops.
I wasn't going to say you getting cucked. I just mean in general, or at least the
I
word.
don't
No,
love anyone.
fine.
I think
Yeah.
no one should be a cock,
I don't-
but I think it's the perfect
Alright.
way to describe
I
it.
don't like
okay,
that it
fine,
exists.
fine.
It's just a
You like
it's a
the
perfect
word. You like the word cuck.
but not the action. I don't want to be the cuck. Yeah, but continue.
Yeah.
So in animal behavior, I learned of the ultimate cuck, and I think in evolutionary history, the ultimate cuck. So there is a bird. I don't remember the names of the birds. That shows my community college level of
Mhm.
knowledge.
Yeah, I like that.
But there's a bird that they have their eggs and they have their nest and everything just like a normal bird
Yeah, like
does. But
birds.
then another bird swoops
They
in.
have two wings
yeah,
and a beak.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. They have
Okay.
feathers too. There's another bird that comes through, and instead of making their own nest, they just drop their eggs in this other bird's
Nice.
nest,
Nice.
which is pretty awesome. The thing is,
Bold move. Yeah.
and right
Fly by.
away, their bird is always hatched first. I think their gestation period is short or something like that.
Maybe give them names because you.
Yeah, okay. There's a cockatoo and a parrot. I don't know, even
not
though
real
it's
names, 'cause
absolutely not what
now
they are.
then it's a lie.
Bird 1 or bird 2.
Yeah. Let's call it
Big bird and small bird.
cuck bird.
Yeah.
Cuck,
And
the
Yeah.
cuck and the cucky.
yeah.
Major
Cucker,
cucked, major,
cucker and
Cuck and the
cucky.
cucked.
major cucked bird and big.
I'm gonna
dick
say
bird.
cuck and cucked.
Okay.
No,
So-
that's too confusing. Big dicked bird and just absolute bitch cuck.
I'm gonna say all that
Absolute
every
bitch
time.
cuck is a real mouthful of a species.
How about
name.
Big D and the cuck?
Okay, that's my ska band.
Okay, cool. So we've got the cuck, which is the smaller bird who has the nest and their eggs in it.
Okay.
And then there's Big D. So Big D swoops in and drops their eggs in the cuck's nest, right? and Big D's bird is born faster. So then once when it's born, it immediately decides to push all the other eggs out of the nest and killing all the other babies.
Nice.
So
Yeah.
now the Big D's baby bird is just the only bird that exists in
like
this
a
nest.
big annoying baby.
Yeah.
But does the cuck learn to
The
love his
cuck?
big D baby?
Yes, because the cuck just looks for an orange mouth.
No.
And this bird has an orange mouth just like its babies, even though it's way fucking bigger and looks nothing like it. They also can't count, so they don't know how many eggs they have. The cuck. The cuck is literally
What
just a
an
dum-dum.
idiot.
Wow.
Yeah. And
What
so
a
the
fucking bitch ass idiot.
It's literally just like chicken wings with a little more agency.
yeah.
So for the entire growth, the early life of Big D kicks out the other babies.
It's little D.
Yeah, little D. But D kicks out the babies, And Cuck comes in and feeds D over and over and over again until it's a bird like 3 times the size of itself. It looks nothing like it, but it has a red mouth. And you know what's even more fucked up? D gets now it's Big D,
Big
but
D.
D
So
gets
Baby
Big D
D?
too.
Baby D becomes Big D, and
Big D Junior.
knows that it doesn't matter if it still has that orange mouth, which they always do for the rest of their lives. These birds always have an orange mouth. Those dumb
What do
cuck
you mean
birds,
by fucking? You mean
inside their
beak?
mouth is orange. No,
Oh.
inside their mouth is orange. So they
Oh.
see the open mouth and they feed it, and they don't think anything of it.
Even when it's an adult.
Even when it's an adult that's 3 times bigger than it.
Yeah.
And this now adult D will leave, come back and get fed like on that fucking cuck ass bitch bird will continue to feed it as an adult bird.
Damn.
Now,
And it's bigger. It can barely sit in the nest. It's way bigger than the nest because it's a huge fucking bird.
Damn.
so on the flip, because I'm all about empathy. Imagine,
You could say that the cuck. Okay, go ahead.
imagine having to like grow up and still eat vomit.
I guess.
What a fucking
Yeah,
life.
I mean, I don't know.
I was gonna say you
Some
could
kids
you could also
breastfeed pretty
see it
late.
as like the cuck is an absolute sweetie maternal figure that will take in any orphan and doesn't care what their kid looks like and doesn't care how
That they-
popular their kid is and doesn't
Yeah.
care
So just
that
a
their
really
kid-
nice mom.
Doesn't care that their kid murdered their other kids.
yeah, it doesn't care.
Yeah. I mean, if the other birds are born, it will just murder them.
It's just a phase.
Too. It has nothing to do with
so that
just.
species is gonna die out. That's not a sustainable thing then, right?
No, it isn't.
Because they can never have kids.
I don't know if they'll die out. I don't know if. I mean, it doesn't happen every time. It's just that's what
Or
this.
does Big D, that species, does the species of bird, big dicks birds, do they drop their eggs in multiple
Yeah.
different types of cucked species, or is
I-
it just one specific?
I don't know if it's
cuck
specific
that
to
they
this
go over?
area, and then I think it is just that one bird. Well, it has to be to the one bird because they have an orange mouth. So these cuck birds, they don't have orange mouths as adults, but as babies they do.
Oh.
And their like brain function is really low, so they don't think about
Just
anything besides like
stupid bird
orange
brain.
orange mouth, and I didn't even know that I laid 4 eggs.
Literally the IQ of a tennis ball. I want to back it up because
I mean, that is the ultimate cuck story.
You said something really reprehensible a second ago
Mhm.
about kids breastfeeding for a long time.
Yes.
Um,
Do you have a problem with that?
yeah, I mean, how old? 30? Is 30 like the age you're talking about?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
No.
Wait, what
I
did
mean-
you say? Can you repeat it?
Well, he just said
I just
I
said it,
don't
yeah.
want to be vomited food in my mouth as an adult.
I don't
And I
wanna- I
said
don't
I
wanna
don't know, some kids
slurp
breastfeed for a
down.
long
Yeah.
time. That was my response to him
Oh,
saying
yeah.
that. It was more of a joke, really. But yeah,
It it hurt
What's the age? What's your age limit on
when
that?
no more breastfeeding or no more vomiting in your mouth.
Yeah, but what's the age for breastfeeding? When does
I
that
mean,
just
people
seem
go
insane?
up to like 10 or something crazy.
Oh
like
my
that.
god.
I know, it's wild.
So old enough to like appreciate a titty.
yeah, and also
Yes.
it's like as a mom, do you want to be pumping milk for 10 years? Jesus
I don't know what it
Christ.
feels like. Do you?
Do I know I'm not a fucking mom? I've never pumped
I
milk.
tried to think about what it feels
Let me.
like.
Yeah. What does it feel like to?
What
eat?
could it feel like?
But I just know that your nips get sore from the babies just chewing on them all day.
What if you're into that?
Or your teen children?
Or
Right.
yeah, or
Exactly.
or your
I mean,
your adult
let's talk about-
tooth-mouthed.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna cut my baby.
Can you imagine doing that
off.
when your kid has braces?
Jesus.
Sorry, keep going.
Christ.
I interrupted. I pulled a. Uh-oh.
No, it was
You
good.
don't have to apologize.
I was
I
gonna
am.
say I'd probably cut my kid off at maybe 6 months.
I think that's pretty normal. 6 months to a year.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Anything
Like you
longer
don't really
than
want
that.
them walking and
There's-
breastfeeding.
Yeah, it's just also like when you're lactating, your milk just comes out of your boobs and it just ruins all your shirts.
Does milk ruin shirts? I thought we weren't supposed to cry over spilled milk.
I don't know. I've spilled milk on myself all the time. It hasn't ruined my shirts.
Is that what you've been spilling?
No, that's I said my shirts. I didn't say my shorts. Because penis jokes are funny. All right.
I like.
I'd say 6
This
months.
is kind of unfair that you can hold on.
What a story, Mark.
Oh, was that loud enough?
Yeah.
It was late enough too.
Yeah, let's.
What a story, Mark.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was good. The second
Thank
time it was
you.
much better.
Thank you.
Much better audio.
I love it. Okay.
Joe did a thing that I wanna try.
Okay.
Oh, see, it doesn't work when I do it.
I was trying to make it spin all the way around.
I couldn't.
Like a rock star. You know when rock stars throw their guitar around there.
Yeah,
You
for
mean
those
when
just
ZZ
listening
Top-
to this and not seeing the video, they're twirling their mic stands around
Uh-huh.
like
Rock stars.
Like
You can say
little
rock stars. That's
twirlers,
fine.
Little baton twirlers in the beginning of a marching band.
We're the color guard to
Mhm.
this podcast.
You can also just say rock stars. Thank you very much.
like little cuck twirlers.
I was too busy twirling my baton. My wife kept getting fucked.
So this has been a great Joe's Animal Facts segment. All right, let's
Yeah,
let's hit a
That
break.
was pretty good, right?
Yeah.
No, that
thank
was
you.
actually interesting.
Let's hit a
Mhm.
quick break and
There's
we'll
there's a video on YouTube for anyone who wants to look it up.
You'll never know what to look up.
Yep.
You'll never know.
Don't look
Do not Google Big D and the Cuck.
Yeah, do not search animal cucking.
No, do it.
Our
Bird-
music is not
bird
very
cucking.
good.
If you do it on just like Google, you're definitely gonna get something. All right, we'll be back from this break with a little bit more of Holy.
Wow.
Thank
Wow.
you. Wow.
Wow.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
The audio is
Cool.
on. The
So,
audio is on.
First thing we're going to do is jump into a real brief, quick segment called Sam Says Something.
Well, I didn't think we were actually doing this segment, and I thought that was a little joke.
That was a good something. Wasn't that good, Joe?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You got a lot of credit for like airtime that you haven't used, and it just goes away at the end of the podcast.
I will say something really quick.
Go ahead.
I was walking on the street. You know Mr. Moto's, that like really good pizza shop in North Park?
Oh.
And I'm not getting sponsored by them. It's good. And on their trash can outside, they had like a huge, like a pizza box just full of garlic knots. It couldn't even close, and it was just collapsing, and it was really fresh. And I think it was.
And it was really fresh.
And
is that a related thought, or like?
They didn't
In
look.
addition to being a literal pile of garlic knots, it was very fresh.
Yeah, it looked like it was just put out for like the homeless people or whatever.
Okay.
And I really wanted to take some, but I didn't because it was on a trash can.
Mm.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you
I know.
could've-
I know.
So you could have ended
really-
with because it was for homeless people, but instead you said because it was on a trash can.
Well, how do the viewers know I'm not homeless?
But if you were
Very good point.
if you were homeless, you wouldn't eat food on a trash can.
And
You would be very bad at being homeless.
yeah. I would be bad at being homeless because I love having a house and I love my iPhone and I love Wi-Fi and I love taking showers every day.
Oh, I
Uh-huh.
hate yelling at people.
Yeah, and I like money and
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just like, yeah, they should just pull themselves up by the bootstraps.
Yeah, like maybe if they just like weren't so lazy, like they could make. Listen, when I was a kid in the 70s, I worked a part-time minimum wage job and paid my way through college and had enough money left over to buy an engagement ring from the girl I was sweet on in high school.
Yeah, and I hate my wife and I am married to her.
So much.
So you can have that dream
And
too.
now I'm an
Yeah.
alcoholic with money as opposed to an alcoholic that doesn't have a house.
But I do have a man
Exactly.
cave.
Wonderful.
I do have a man cave with all my favorite sports
Don't
team
worry. I get really
signs.
mad about my sports team losing, but it's definitely not related to the fact that I hate my life and my wife.
Yeah, I don't even
Mm-mm,
talk to my
no.
wife. I
Yeah,
just
how
go
could I-
in
yeah.
and sit down.
I just go and watch my sports team that lets me down every day.
Yeah, I love that. Ah,
It's really therapeutic yelling at the TV.
yeah. Go left, you
Darth,
idiot.
Ian is roughly so 70s. You're about 50, 65.
I just love listening to
65.
prog rock loudly in the car and talking about how
He's
deep the
65.
lyrics are
For the sake of the joke,
for the sake of the joke.
Ian's 65.
Yeah, Ian's going gray.
Mm-hmm.
But Ian uses
been
touch
bragging-
of gray just for men. See, that's why you can't tell. His
Yeah.
beard
Yeah.
is looking really, honestly, colorful.
He's been bragging about his social security.
Yeah,
all day.
last week Ian made me I had to do the touch of gray for him because Ian was tired.
I'm so tired. Yeah.
He also made me move a very large armoire down a staircase in his home, and then said, "Never mind, I actually want it back upstairs." So I moved it back upstairs
I
for
can't be
him.
blamed.
But I don't get that joke.
you
You
may have.
people always making you move stuff and fix things in their house when
yeah.
you're younger.
Can you hang that painting lower? Oh, actually, it was fine
When
where
you're
it was.
when you're over next week,
My
can you
dad
fix
gets
the
tricked into that
printer?
stuff all the
I
time.
think Google broke my printer.
I know it. Oh my God!
It's
Can you
so
tell me how to
frustrating.
work the
I fixed
The
remote?
Facebook is breaking all of my technology.
I fixed Ian's printer about 45 times. Actually, my cousin or not my cousin, my friend, whatever.
I
My
just-
friend is in that situation with his uncle. He said he fixes his printer like once a month. And he just
like,
says, "Get a new fucking
Yeah,
printer."
get a new printer. Yeah.
I'm really sorry for making you do this all the time, except that you do owe me because I raised you, and
Yeah.
also I need to print out all my MapQuest directions.
Yeah.
So you guys may have noticed I've lost some weight. I have been eating, like microwave smart ones, and the 100-calorie pack chips, a lot of them. I've also been drinking O'Doul's beer, and because it's got less calories.
Yeah,
Mm.
like you'll just burn through 10 of those 50-calorie pretzel snack packs, but in
Yeah.
one
Low
sitting.
cholesterol.
Yeah.
Well, they're only 50 calories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys
Do you know how to do multiplication or what?
do you guys like my new jeans? It's the first pair I've bought in 8 years.
Oh yeah.
And my New Balance shoes.
Oh.
Yeah, I like the way it looks like you're wearing a maxi pad when you walk.
Just. Are they slip-ons?
I love that. Are we back from break or did we not go?
We've
to
been
break?
back from
Oh,
break for like
okay.
5 minutes.
Let's play a little game called.
Oh my god, I want to play a little game of Ian being a senior citizen. Oh, that was funny. Sorry.
We like to have fun.
We really enjoy it.
We like to tell little jokes.
Criticizing the less fortunate and the old is, one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah, well, we were mainly criticizing the ultra right.
We were criticizing old
So-
people and homeless people.
Just
Well, it started off as homeless people, but then it went into people.
You can
that-
be a
that
right-wing
hate-
homeless person. It's
that
okay.
hate homeless people. Yeah, like all.
Yeah,
like
many of
old
them are
vets,
crazy.
Like non-vets.
Maybe. Non-vets.
no. I thought you said non-vets. And I was like,
Old
what?
non-vets.
Like garlic naan, like
Oh,
the
like,
Indian.
I see.
Yes, garlic non-food vets.
The bread vets. Yeah, I when you said non-vets, I was thinking about those fucking kids who like went to your high school who were like, yeah, I would have gone to the military, but like, I would have like yelled at the sergeant if he yelled at me or whatever.
It's like I just don't like being told what to do by an old man.
But I totally could have handled. I could have handled basic,
Yeah, it's
like
like-
easy.
Just
Like I could have handled it easy.
Yeah, it would have been so easy.
I could have been in the SEALs.
That's why I own like 8 ARs and I'm 200 pounds overweight. It's not about hitting the target. It's just about like feeling powerful, you know?
Yeah, you just spray and praise into a hill just
Yeah.
for fun.
Speaking of
guys wanna see my
being
knife
200
collection?
pounds overweight, let's do 200 divided by 20, which is 10. 10 things. A little game called 10 things, or as the locals call it, 200 divided by 20.
It's a weird
Things.
vernacular.
Yeah.
It's weird how everyone else in the United States
Things.
calls it 10 things, except for like here in this one in Bonita, California.
Yeah,
Bonita.
very specifically
Bonita.
here in Bonita.
Bonita. Did I say it wrong? Are you making fun of
No.
me? No, okay.
No, it's fine.
It's fun.
Oh, it's fine.
I feel like
it's
I did
fine.
say it
like
wrong, and you're just
Bonita,
You said it
bonita,
right
bonita.
on.
Do you know what bonita means?
fish flakes.
Yes,
Means pretty or beautiful.
I heard fish flakes.
Is that? Are we calling this place pretty and beautiful? I'm sorry,
Mm.
pretty or beautiful. Can it only be one?
I don't, Ian. That stick behind you's pretty cool.
What?
That's a trick. I'm not gullible. I'm not looking.
It's a stick.
I'm not looking.
But like
yes,
pretty
I'm already.
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Bonita Cheeto. That's
Yeah.
pretty chill, I guess.
Yeah, but also I don't think that usage of the word pretty exists in Spanish.
There's
I've
no
seen,
one-
I've
there's
seen
no one
I've
in-
seen gold chain necklaces that said, and they say like, they say like names or baby girl or sometimes astrological signs like Aries or Scorpio.
I have many of those.
My
yeah.
astrological
You know what I'm talking
sign
about, like
is
the gold
a whole
plate-
honey
the
baked
I
gold
ham.
plate
couldn't know
necklaces?
more about that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's I've seen ones that say Bonita, and not referring to the area in San Diego.
If you guys could
No.
get a gold chain,
I quit.
what one word thing would it say?
Probably say bitch.
Schlong.
It's just schlong. Schlong is good.
Probably be like really long so I could really run into like.
So it just like runs all the way around your neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice long 17 letters.
Yeah, and it's gonna say make it say bitch so it'll look cool and like people will think it's funny. End quote.
And you're using like hyphens so that it's all one word.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Mine would say the United States of America.
Again with hyphens because I don't think we understand what a one word is.
Mm.
Mine would just say lips.
I was thinking hashtag the United States of America.
Ah, that's good. That's pretty good.
yeah.
Okay, we were gonna play.
That's so it's one word.
We were gonna play 200 divided by 20.
Sam.
Mhm.
220.
Sam.
220 divided by 22.
This is a classic. This is all we do on this show. We pretend to be a show about other things, but we're really only about one thing.
Yeah,
and
let's
it's-
introduce the show
200
like
divided
18
by
more
20.
times, and then let's not even play it because we get tired.
Okay, sure. Yeah, yeah. You're up, Joe.
What, top 10 things?
Mhm. Sam,
no,
your turn?
Sam had an.
Did you guys want to play top? Oh yeah. We could play top 10 things, or we could just like continue introducing it.
Yeah, let's go.
Sam, you had a topic you wanted to do this on?
Yeah. Okay. Top 10 worst places to work,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go first.
Okay.
So don't even start. Okay. Is the clock ticking?
Do we have like a sting we can play here?
That's a really good noise. Wow. Okay. It's weird how good he is.
Yeah,
at that.
it's like beatboxing but useless.
It's like he has like the wood blocks, the
yeah,
percussion,
like he's clip clopping like a horse.
mallet percussion.
You would be really good like at a furry con because everyone would be like, "Who's that guy dressed like the horse who also sounds like a horse?"
Oh, he likes the hooves.
Oh, he's eating the carrot. Oh,
Wait, he's really good at that too.
yeah, this is weird. Oh, Joe, is your fursona a horse?
Yeah. What do you do in your free time? Just practicing
I
in
just
the mirror?
sit in my room and make sounds of animals, specifically hooved
I was
ones.
like
I said
distracted
hooves.
at how good that was.
I told you how much I liked hooves.
Yeah,
Hooves.
it's all about it.
Hooves. Hooves. I know what Joe's would be for the top 10 worst jobs. Would be
Wait, you
would
get
be
my
burning-
job,
You
huh?
had
It would be burning hooves, like a hoof burner.
the glue maker.
Anything that
Oh,
gets
yeah.
anything that gets my hands on hooves, I'm pretty happy. I don't really care about the lives of the animals.
Oh, okay.
So
We're
Don't
coming,
worry.
There's not even really anything to say about Joe's worst. No, he wants to be a glue maker, so we can't put that on the list.
Adult diaper, an
Keep
adult diaper.
a diaper changer,
changer.
so a nurse at an old folks home.
Yep.
Rough for them.
I have something to say about that actually.
Well,
I used
great.
I used to visit my grandfather in the nursing home, and we'd visit in the evening, and we'd bring him an ice cream cone every time. But at
An
about
ice cream cone.
yeah, and he
You
loved
know
it.
the time.
And you know what he would always say, "Now that's a really good ice cream cone." I don't know why he said it like that. It was wonderful. And we would go and visit him every day in the nursing home, and you had to leave before 7:30 because, man, the fireworks would begin. I swear, everyone in that
What?
entire
Oh,
nursing
no.
home would shit at the same exact time in the evening, like 1 hour after dinner.
Because they're all fed laxatives or something.
They're
probably.
just, and the whole thing would just smell like someone just cracked eggs directly in your nose.
Oh, no.
And I was like, all right, it's diaper time. Time to get out of here.
That's
And I'm like,
dark.
why are you leaving?
That is
My grandfather also couldn't
Emotionally
hear, so it was mainly
traumatizing.
just my dad shouting at him.
you shit yourself.
Yeah. It smells really bad in here, Father.
I know.
We're leaving.
I think nursing homes shouldn't exist. I think people should just die.
Yeah, you just when you're too old to take care of yourself, we just put you on an ice floe and send you out to sea.
I think honestly they're a form of torture and they're morbid and
They're
it's
not good.
and it's weird when people are attached to people.
It's
But I
just a way
also
for
get-
people to shirk the responsibility of taking care of their parents.
mean-
No, I get it. It's too because it's like especially if it's like a husband and wife and the wife's old too and like can't lift up the husband, you want help. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
I get that.
And if you didn't have kids because
I
there's
watched
no
like
obligation to have children.
I watched like 6 men die, and that shared a room with him, you know, because he was there for like 2
Why
years.
did you why were
I
you
didn't
there when
watch
they
him
died?
literally die. Okay.
Yeah, you did.
I
You
saw him
just
go.
said that.
They
I
all-
saw him go
they
through the
were-
cycles.
They were in a bunk bed 6 beds high, and they all rolled one
They all
after
rolled
the
down
other.
and just fell apart as human beings. Well, the bottom
The
one.
guy on the bottom did not die when he hit the
No,
ground,
no,
but he
no.
died when all the guys on top hit.
No, the guy on the bottom. The guy on the bottom just died of natural causes. The other 5 fell off and died. The guy on the bottom was like, "Oh wow, all those
So-
guys are dead now." I was
wait.
like, "Yeah," and then 3 days later, he just died of like.
There were 6
you know,
guys
the
in a
flu or
bunk bed,
something.
and then your grandfather in a separate cot on the edge of the
Well,
room.
we paid premium. GM had a lot of money to pay for that one.
Hey, shout out to GM. Really?
They're a new sponsor, General Motors.
We need like a sting for them. GM.
It's just the sound of it's just the sound of the planet dying. So you
I know, should you? Oh my God! Speaking of planets
no wait
dying,
stop talking and let Joe just keep making that noise.
Can I do my vroom vroom?
Since he wants to-
That's my sting.
That's the audio content people come here
okay,
for.
number 9.
Wait, Sam was
the person I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna talk. It's the. Did you see The Amazon just put out a new commercial that was like sustainable, like reshaping the world, the earth, and it had like nature shots of birds flying and rivers flowing, and it like obviously Amazon is probably the worst thing for the earth, and I think one of the worst jobs was the person that had to edit that video and be on their marketing team to put that out.
This segment, you announced it as worst places to work.
Oh,
And that's
Amazon.
the little rock that I've been polishing in my head.
okay.
But
I get
then
that.
you said diaper changing, which is not a location. So
That's worse. That's just worst job.
So
I
nurse,
said worst jobs. Did I say worst places?
worst places to work.
So
I
it
meant
sounds
worst
like
jobs.
nurse at a
Nurse
At
isn't
an
a
adult
place.
diaper
Nurse is not a
factory.
place. How about
Nurse
the
at a
changing
nurse.
table at the retirement home?
There is not a changing table. I mean, could you imagine that? They move the people off their beds and put them on like one of those flip down tables in the bathroom of a McDonald's and start changing them.
The bed at a
Yeah, worst places to work is the
They-
changing table in a McDonald's.
yeah, that one's rough. It's nice that they
Yeah, they're-
installed. It's nice that they installed the big engine hoist there to get
It's
people
pretty
in and off.
amazing. It's pretty
Yeah.
amazing that McDonald's has hired a person to stand at this changing table all day, waiting for people to change diapers of.
It's very uncomfortable handing your baby to like Jamal, who is like 800 pounds and gonna
Yeah.
change my child who he does not know.
I'm excited for my first day of work.
So
Wait, doesn't it always make you very uncomfortable when you go into one of those restrooms and the changing table is down? I feel
No.
like whatever happened on the table is not changing.
what
It
if
was
someone did a
much
line
different.
of coke off of it?
That's what I assume. It was more like kind
Yeah.
of stuff like that.
Yeah,
If there's one
perhaps.
place I like to do my coke, it's the changing table at McDonald's.
It's a
Yeah.
place where someone cleaned a
Literally had
baby's
diarrhea,
asshole.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Wow.
And so
Wow.
number 2 was Amazon.
Is it Amazon?
film editing?
Mm.
No, well, just that one specific video. Have you seen it? Do you know what I'm talking
I
about?
haven't.
Oh,
I try
damn.
to avoid.
What about having to? I was actually thinking about something like that because there was they've been working on carbon capture to collect carbon to help the atmosphere.
Who
but-
has?
It's like exclusively funded by Chevron and Exxon.
Mm.
They want them to be able to carbon capture so they can just start shitting out more carbon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I like that.
God, I hate
Yeah.
them. I can't actually continue talking about this because it will make me sink into a deep, dark anger.
I know, it's so hard. My friend was studying environmental law and policy, and she said it's just the darkest thing because no laws are made to actually protect the earth. It's just like,
Yep. Nothing
They're
will
made to,
change
like-
unless we just punish those people. Like
Yeah,
we
the
need
law-
Nuremberg trials, basically, but for people who ruin the planet.
yeah, well, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen
Well, the
because
punishment will
we
be when
can't-
we all die.
you know what sucks though is because like even if there's a deadly virus
Ugh.
like corona, it just only kills the poor people and like the rich people.
Stop!
Or-
Stop!
Or too
There's
much
still
tr-
time to climb out of this hole that we're digging.
Yeah, haven't you seen the movie Elysium?
God, stop, please.
No, you
All
think
right.
that's a household movie.
Another.
No, but it's that all the rich people move to a space station that have like MRI machines that just heal anything, and then everyone on Earth is just dying and poor
yeah, and living in their ancestors'
and filth.
mess.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I know it's sad. I think there's been like a real shift in like mentality. There used to be like a shift of like this idea of hope and like we can change it. Like I know the world's fucked and climate change is awful, but like if we actually like recycle and like if we carpool, we can change it. But now everyone's just like there's no hope. Like enjoy the nature while you can because there's not going to be a forest in 20 years.
Because 500,000 people got kicked out of their homes in Oregon.
Yeah, exactly. And it's just like within our lifetime that's the narrative switched so fast where it's just like it's actually going to be we're doomed.
Yeah.
There's nothing we can do. Okay. Back to jobs that would not be
So number 8.
great.
Wow.
My next job that I have that would be bad is janitor at the Hunger Games. Having to clean up all those kids.
Yeah.
I think that would be really rough.
Yeah, piece by piece.
Yeah, really. I feel like a lot of them did not end up in one piece at the end of the Hunger Games.
No.
Yeah,
no.
and you have to like walk through the whole forest, which is obviously full of those weird wasps again, and like things that are still. I don't think they turned the stadium off after the game, so it's still like trying to kill people. So the janitors should just try
yeah, they're,
not
like,
to die,
not-
and if they die, then the janitors have to clean up the janitors too. So it takes like a lot longer than it needs to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you never want a job where you have to clean up the person who was doing your job
Yeah.
and died on duty.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Yeah.
I was thinking fluffer. Do you know what a fluffer is?
Oh yeah,
Oh.
that's not a bad job though,
Yeah.
right?
Well, it's bad
probably
because
pays
well then
good.
it also they lost all their jobs. You know, what if you were a career fluffer?
You can put on a glove.
No, they lost all their jobs because
Wait
of
for
Viagra.
porn industries.
Yeah.
Or
Just
Oh, you're saying once again, big pharma ruins
Yep.
a whole job
Ruin
field.
all the job field of being a fluffer. Granted, I don't know how much you really want to be a fluffer.
I
Yeah,
don't
and, like,
imagine
can't
it's
you just
most
kinda,
people's
like,
first choice.
Aren't the guys? Can't they just touch their own?
Yeah,
dick?
I don't get it. I don't. Yeah, the point is I don't even understand how the job exists.
It's someone else's hand is better than your own hand, I guess. Have you
Yeah,
ever?
but what about the other like star in the movie too?
Right.
They're about to have sex.
I,
You
I don't have
think-
an answer for you.
Do you think
I don't
people-
even have it. I can't even riff on this. I have no fucking.
What do you
clue.
think? Do you think the other person just writes in their contract like no fluffing? It's like shit, no fluffing.
Gotta hire
Fluff.
one.
Gotta
I
hire.
need to be fluffed up.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for ever saying that.
All right. So, I guess fluffer 8, 7.
I don't think that's a bad
What
job
about-
though.
I think it's a
What
bad
about
job.
the Hunger
Why?
Games one.
You
really
get
wanna-
paid to touch a
I
dick,
got-
and you don't have your face all over mass DVDs or whatever.
But there's no. Was there really satisfaction in doing that job?
No, we're not. It's
It's
not,
not about
the
job
worst one
satisfaction.
though. It's like you don't get cum on you. It's
But
like,
you do get benefits, which is good.
What benefits?
Health insurance, probably.
yeah, you don't have to.
No way, dude. You know a fluffer is just
I mean,
someone they
it's,
brought in from outside.
it's health insurance you have to pay for with cash, but
Probably
like,
not true.
Yeah, and like it costs us full price still.
I've got another bad job, which is, being like,
I think making them come would be better. I think it would be like you accomplished something.
I don't know. It's like I don't think that's that bad of a job. Like there's far worse jobs. Like
Yes.
I'm not saying that should be your highest aspiration and that's a career to look up to. I'm
Just
well, I'm
really
not
wondering how-
shaming
It's
sex work.
respectable.
I'm saying
It also doesn't exist anymore.
yeah. I'm just saying that's out
Sadly.
of
That's the
of
worst part of that
top
job.
10 worst
Part we're
jobs. You
innocent.
think that's the top 10 worst out of all the jobs?
so you
I
guys
don't
know,
think
you guys
so.
know how all microwaves
I don't think it's
are.
very special, or you know.
You guys know how all microwaves are, of course, powered by small micrognomes, and they live in the microwave, and they make the microwave do the turn, and they heat up the food. I think it would be
Yes, and
bad.
sometimes they go on strike.
Yeah, it's very bad, which they should because it's a rough job, and they're unlike fluffers, no benefits. But I do think a bad
Fluffers
job
get
would be to
great
be
health benefits.
a micro gnome when someone is like microwaving a very full bowl of soup without covering it, and it just like gets everywhere, and some of it is very cold and some of it is very, very hot.
And then the bowl burns when
yeah,
you touch it.
yeah, it does, and it's crispy, and you never get the stuff off the sides. And as the micro gnome, yeah, I think that would be a really rough job. Is all I'm saying.
So micronome.
Micro gnome, yeah. Well, specifically with the soup.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty bad too if you like microwave like some old fish or like a Brussels sprout or something.
Yeah.
Those are pretty rough. Those guys don't get appreciated enough. They need to form a union.
Yeah. I
No,
think
no,
one
no.
of the worst jobs
Whenever
is
they form a
probably
union,
if
I
you,
buy a new microwave.
Yeah. If like you think you're getting a really good job, like say you think you're going to be working at the zoo and like petting zebras and elephants all day, but then you're really just shoveling poop. And that's what you do for 40 hours a week. Clock in, grab the shovel.
Pick up the poop. That's rough, especially with zebras because they are notorious for eating their handlers. So once again, you do end up sort of cleaning up the other
Mhm.
employees.
Yep. Yeah.
Shoveling poop.
But also, like, if you think that you're not going to be doing that, if
So-
if you are signing your W-2s and like you're accepting a job offer where you think you're going to be
At least
shoveling
feeding
poop
the
a
animals.
small percentage, and like maybe you accept a job offer and you think your poop shoveling percentage is 10%, and then after you get hired, it's like 92%.
100% shit
100,
shoveling.
yeah.
On the flip, what if you're super into poop shoveling and you just like take the zoo job because like whatever you need cash, and
Yeah.
then what the fuck, I get to shovel poop all day. That's my thing.
Oh
But
my god,
you guys
my
are
dream
paying me
came
for
true.
this?
Also, it's
Low
like, how could you
stakes.
take a lunch break? You're,
Oh,
you're, you're just gonna eat in between that. Like you're literally just touching poop, and now you're about to eat.
You start early so that you can leave at lunchtime.
I guess so.
Probably.
Yeah.
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 I would hate to be a wedding planner. I would hate
Mm.
that.
I wouldn't mind it. Well, maybe I would hate it. I feel. Oh, yeah. I think I would hate it because a lot of people, the majority of people that plan weddings have dumbass ideas, and then
Yeah.
you'd have to do them.
I would hate that.
I think
but-
it's a real creative experience. You get to try all your dumb ideas, and people think you're professional, so they let you do
Yeah.
whatever you want.
No, but yeah, it's kind of just
Trying to
like,
convince people to have really weird weddings. Like, yeah, your tablecloth should all be sports.
and
Sports
we're gonna
logos.
hire performers from Circus Soleil, and they're gonna just be on a trapeze behind the entire wedding party.
And it's really just
it is
Rick
in the
and his circus
contract.
from behind the 7-Eleven.
It is in contract that all the Cirque du Soleil performers require at least like 7 crab cakes per person, which is a big expense. I do love the denim wedding dress that I'm going to recommend
Ooh.
for every single wedding.
Yeah, I like how you're the event planner, but somehow you kind of weasel into wardrobe design.
What I
too.
like to do is I get really friendly with them, and I end up like getting dinner like at Applebee's when like on $2 margarita night.
I think it's actually $1.
Oh, whoa, the prices.
Why do we have our podcast
So-
at Applebee's?
So
I think we've talked about this before, and I remember
We have,
saying
we
we
have.
should.
yeah,
You
what I
should
like to
just
do is I
have
get
it
really
there.
friendly
I
with
would
them
love to
at
have
the
an on
Applebee's.
location.
Yeah, me too. That we
Radio shows do
should.
it all the time.
Wait,
we should
we
do an
actually
on
At
location
an Applebee's.
at an Applebee's. We're all set up in one
100%.
table in the corner.
And let's do like a sad one that's in like a parking lot because of coronavirus.
Every
Yeah.
Applebee's
Yeah.
is
Yeah,
sad.
Well, I mean, like especially like
especially sad.
like in like next to like a loud gas station or something.
On the highway.
Like if
It's just on the highway.
Yeah.
There's
we
no
should,
way they
we
have
should
Wi-Fi.
tailgate an Applebee's. So we'll just go to the mall and set up in the parking lot outside
Yeah.
of an Applebee's, where we have a little pitched tent. We're just sitting there.
What's y'all's tailgate?
We steal their Wi-Fi. Tailgate drink.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been to a tailgate in a while. But it used to just be like dumb
This is
vodka
a-
mixed drinks,
Okay.
like vodka and Gatorade, because I was in high school and poor.
I
I mean, you were in high school would have been also an acceptable answer, but thanks for adding that.
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
That
I
tasty
didn't go-
oregano.
I was in high school
I didn't
and I
go
was in
to
intense
I didn't go to
poverty.
college. I didn't go to college. But I am
That's
the
not
only
it's not a college thing. I guess
tailgating
it is.
sporting events.
Oh, I guess I didn't go to a sporty college.
Yeah, Ian did.
Mm.
So y'all gave really dumb, bad answers.
I guess beer.
I meant to say 2 bird bath sized margaritas.
I meant to say what my cousin did for tailgating in Oregon, which is he would shotgun a Four Loko and then grab another one.
That's awful.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
I'll do that.
No one should shotgun a Four Loko.
I know, and then continue drinking a Four Loko
You
after.
know who has the best Instagram page ever? Four Loko, and they're
never seen
so
it.
self-aware of what they are.
That's good.
It's insane.
That is, I mean, it's like a $2.99 drink that's equivalent to 6 beers.
Yeah.
I used to show up at tailgates and in one fist a bottle of Pepto and in the other fist a bottle of NyQuil, and I just go at it while eating burgers.
That's not a
You
bad
just-
idea.
You just go at it and shit your pants.
Yeah. But it's
Not
like a
bad
very
idea.
good consistency shit because
Mhm.
of the Pepto.
It's firm.
Just drinking Pepto and laxatives and see who wins.
I'm very sleepy, but my cough is gone. My stomach feels fine. It's great. It's
You
a
just-
good time.
You also just love Pink Fluids and
And Pink
Yeah,
Floyd.
it's very bright. Yeah,
you listen to Pink Floyd the whole time.
yeah. And I'm kind of a bummer at tailgates because I'm always asking for Dark Side of the Moon, and it's like not the right mood.
So
Yeah.
the next worst job is cleaning up Ian's vomit after drinking Pepto Bismol.
Once again,
before
cleaning
a
up the
show.
other employees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 Ooh, selling beer in a stadium. It sounds fucking awful.
Yeah.
You just have to
It
walk
just-
up and down
That
stairs
just seems like
all
such
day.
that seems like just such an A to B answer for what we were just talking about, like tailgating and then selling beer. At the
Yeah, it
stadium.
was because you influenced me. I also realized how way
am an
fucking off
influencer.
topic we were. So I was trying to steer it back on topic with an A to B.
I just wanted to.
You want me to A to Z that and be like,
Yeah.
oh, that's interesting. Tailgates. You know what is also a shitty job?
Keep going.
Eating poop out of people's assholes. Like, oh, wow, that's so different.
Yeah,
I think that's top
being
one.
the hu-
Top
yeah,
one. Top one.
being,
top one.
being the human centipede doesn't pay very well.
Being the
It's
back
not a good-
end.
yeah.
The back end of the centipede.
Yeah, or
You-
being just like the whole like crew for the human
Yeah.
centipede. Just like imagine
Mm.
holding a boom mic right to the asshole.
God.
Wait, is the worst one being the front? If we're talking a triple person centipede, is the center the worst or the end the worst?
End.
I actually think
Yeah.
the end might be okay, and the reason is because the person in front of you is gonna be so constipated they never take a shit again in their life, and so you'll probably die of starvation like long before you have to eat poop.
I mean, we all
Um,
know being the head is the best. You're the one that gets to eat and doesn't have to swallow shit.
And someone's always eating your ass, so that's pretty good.
So that's a win.
If you're in the,
have
if
you seen it?
yeah,
Oh, I actually have not seen it.
it's not. It's I'm very.
I've also
uncomfortable.
seen 2. And
Two feels like more your jam because it's like black and white. And
yeah, and
like
they also
filmed
get up
like
to
a
like
meta movie.
they also get up to 12 centipede
Whoa.
people.
Who had this
Segments.
idea? Who wrote
Segments.
this?
I don't know, but it paid. It paid off. It really paid off.
I believe they cut their kneecaps out so they can't
Yeah,
stand.
mhm.
Yeah,
That's so
I'm
dumb.
glad they had that detail.
Yeah, I
It's
think
like
the
the
worst
most
part about
twisted.
being the human centipede though is that like it's in the contract that it's a full-time commitment for at least a month, so you can't go home at the end of the day and just take a shower.
Well, you'd have to rip the stitching out of your mouth.
Yeah. It's
Every
It's
day.
a long commitment. being
Yeah,
a
you
human
do have to commit to
centipede.
that.
Yeah.
It's a 6-month contract usually.
So it's yeah.
They get paid as independent contractors, so they don't get any health benefits,
Yeah,
right?
nothing at all.
That's
It's
what I
wild.
assumed. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
And it's all paid.
or are they more like Uber drivers? Like they only get paid when there's someone who needs a human centipede.
yeah, when they show up at events. But even then, they don't get even like their share of the event paid till the
Oh
contract
yeah,
is
of
filled.
course. Yeah,
So
yeah.
if like any of them like die on the way or like decide
Mhm.
to back out and do rip their lips off of the butthole in front of them.
But they do get
They
paid if
don't get
someone.
paid.
They do get paid if someone throws up on them for like cleaning purposes.
Yeah, because it's a sanitation. But that's like hush money. You can't have
Yeah,
them telling the
that's
FDA
true.
that people are vomiting in the human centipede lab.
Okay, so what are the jobs we have so far? Eating poop number 1.
Wait.
Wait,
thought-
back or middle of the centipede? Is that's number
That's
one?
not the.
That's the job.
Or just eating poop.
Okay.
Wait, but who's getting paid to eat poop?
It's. I'm sure a lot of people.
All right,
are
how
getting
about-
paid. I'm
How
sure that's a
about
fetish.
shit fetish, poop fetish
come
porn
on, this
star?
is so many of these
Are
jobs.
poop related? I know.
I know we've really gone way
Alright,
too
so
poop heavy.
we're just we're it's basically
That's why I
we could
was
call
trying
it
to-
name a job that involves poop and it'd be the same 10.
Well, that's why I said like beer vendor at a.
Yeah, no,
That's pretty shitty.
that
My
is pretty
dad did that. He said it was awful. He did it for free. He's like, "Hey man, you want to go to a football game for free?" He's like, "Oh yeah, that sounds cool." He's like, "Yeah, you just gotta sell beer and you can drink as much as you want." He said, "Oh, okay, cool." And he went there and it was like 30 degrees out and raining somehow.
30 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
No.
It was like 30 and raining, and he was selling beer, and he's like, "You know what you can't do when you're selling the beer? You can't look at the game. Your back is to the game. So being at a game is irrelevant. You're just selling beer to a bunch of people.
You are
watching a game.
drinking.
Yeah, or else you'd get
For
frostbite because it's
free.
fucking freezing out
what
in
game
Western
or like
New York.
what
It was a
what,
professional football game.
Bocce ball.
what team?
It was Buffalo Bills game in the 70s.
Oh wow, that's
And you
nice.
know who played on that Buffalo Bills team?
Buffalo Bill himself.
Yeah.
O.J. Simpson.
Oh,
and
wow.
he said, and his phrase was,
The juice.
"The juice is on the loose, so get loose with the juice."
That's not a man I want to get loose with.
No.
Well,
Sounds
in,
like
in
cum, too.
1975 you did.
So let's enumerate.
It wasn't
the-
until 1994 that
that it
he
became
was a good
uncool
guy
to know,
before
That
that.
it became
he was
uncool
a
to know
good
OJ.
guy before that.
Yeah, and then he followed the silence. Oh yeah, he's an actual killer, a Buffalo Bill killer.
Well, he didn't keep him in a.
It puts the
Well.
lotion on its skin.
It puts the orange juice in its mouth.
Okay, so let's enumerate. We've got. Let's not. Eating poop was generic. We didn't explore that. No, we didn't explore that enough. We didn't explore that enough.
Beer vendor.
Human centipede, beer vendor, working at a nursing home, working at the McDonald's changing station.
Mhm.
The micronome. That's rough.
Mhm.
Fuck. Are we already out?
I said fluff. Lover.
No,
I don't want to. Some people really just like getting their hand on a dick, you know.
I know we had more. I absolutely know we had more.
Is this a list for everyone or a list for?
Huff burner.
We have to agree.
Burner, right?
No, Joe likes touching boobs. See, Joe, it's both ways.
And I'm down for hoof burner.
You want it that to be a bad job.
Glue maker.
Are you saying
You want it to be a bad job.
Yeah.
I thought you were all about getting your mitts on some horse feet.
Ooh, horse inseminator. Yeah. Yeah.
So we can't put.
I'm tired of the sexual stuff though. We
You
need to
know,
think of other things.
I'd go for it, dude.
Yeah, that's why I said selling beer at a football stadium.
okay? What about being burned alive as your
These are
job?
jobs.
A protester
Ooh.
burns himself.
I mean, you could do
Or-
COVID. You could do
or no.
COVID cleaner.
Or a firefighter that dies. What's the job?
Make a joke about it.
A police officer.
I don't know. I don't want to fucking roast dead people.
What about?
But I just did because they're on fire.
Oh, what about COVID cleaner?
What does it mean?
What?
That's a person who
Oh,
goes
like-
and cleans hospitals, the COVID wards of hospitals.
Yeah, that's honestly
They
sounds
offered
bad.
a lot of money to do that, but that still sounds really bad. Like $40 an hour to go clean COVID wards.
It's honestly not even that much.
Yeah, but compared to a normal janitor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
so
not
that's
good.
6.
I think a bad job would be the guy who has to go out into the Arctic and mine all the ice and then bring it back and try not to let it melt before he gets it in people's drinks to make them frosty. You know, the ice vendor.
Yeah, where all the ice comes from.
Yeah.
I get it.
Because ice is real heavy and it's always melting and you're always so wet.
Constantly being shipped.
You're
Yeah.
so wet all the
So you're
time.
saying an ice transport from like the 1850s?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because only rich people had ice then?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And like legally, like you can't take your eyes off the ice because what if someone steals your ice? So you have to.
Yeah,
like,
and
just
everyone
watch
had
that ice.
parasites on them at all times
Yeah.
because nothing was kept.
I mean, shit shoveler in like the early 1900s of horses in like New York City. That sounds really fucking awful.
okay.
Yeah, but we have enough. We
Two
have
and-
enough poop
2 and
items.
3.
But that is literally a person. Like that's a real job though, or it was a real job.
How about
Oh, we did the animal
Um,
shit
how
cleaners
about
and
the coal mining? And you
yeah,
getting
diamond mine.
Yeah.
Very funny. Yeah, that's a
Mm.
good joke. That's
Oh
a
yeah,
good.
we're getting too real. It's because I'm tired and I'm just thinking.
Where we at? How many? How many we
These
got
are
left?
real.
How many we got left?
Like 2.
These aren't ones that we can really understand.
Being an underwear model, I think would be bad because like you know when you use the bathroom and like you get like a little drip drop on your
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and then
Mhm.
like normally you hide that shame under your pants, but then you have to go
Yes.
out and like model and there's like just a little
Yes.
bit of water and everyone's like why?
Well, it's not water.
I mean it was water. It's got water in it.
I actually, yeah, that's a good one. I think also one.
Having to deal with your post pee dribble
Yeah, as an underwear model.
as an underwear model.
Yeah.
is being the
Also,
the
Wow,
yeah.
we've really just went from one end of the spectrum to the other. Like a little drip of pee on your underwear, getting trapped a mile underneath the earth.
Well, I'm gonna
Even.
I'm gonna say one, and that is being the person that gives the samples out at Wetzel's Pretzels because let me explain it. Because you think that people are interested in you, and they're not, and they want to see you, but it's not you. They don't want you. They just want what you have.
Can I riff on what you just said, which is the guy who gives out samples at Costco for like the health food they carry because
Oh,
no
yeah.
one even like pretends to be interested. They just skip your table totally.
Yeah.
Like I've got vegan meatballs and everyone's like, nah, I'm gonna get my 8th free sample
Oh,
of the
the
fucking
one that they don't
brie.
even want. They
Yeah.
come at you. They will approach you with
And they
interest,
see it
and
and
then
then
are
they're like, "Oh, what do you
immediately
want?"
disappointed.
I forgot that Costco does samples.
Like, oh,
no
are
one,
those
no one is doing
lemongrass
samples. Trader
shots?
Joe's used to do
Mm.
samples, and they're not doing them right
I wonder
now.
why.
I know.
Why do you think that is, Sam?
I know, and I'm pissed about it.
I'm starting a new business where I just deliver very small amounts of food for free to people's houses. In very small packages. You don't get to
join
choose.
that subscription.
Okay, but you do have to at least like once a month buy a box of sort of like crackers you'd bring to a party, but you wouldn't buy for yourself, you know, because you feel bad about getting all this free food without buying anything.
Yeah, no, I get
Yeah.
that.
Like the crackers, they're like fine, but the salt ratio is kind of wrong, and there's like, why is there like poppy seeds on this cracker? And it's like a little too crunchy, and I don't
they're,
really
like,
know what to dip it in.
Specifically, the crackers that get stuck in your teeth.
Yeah. It's like
get
this
that.
is a fucking Trader Joe's brand. Like I'm not about it.
What? Don't hate on Trader Joe's.
I have to hate on Trader Joe's
Why?
because
It's in the contract.
because of the names that they had, those racist names like Trader Jose's for
Oh my
Mexican
God,
food.
that
How
was-
is that racist?
No, I think Joe's making a joke.
Oh.
Because they got flack for like this customer wrote an open letter that
A
was
17-year-old customer.
Oh, I didn't realize they were 17.
Yeah, like a child wrote.
But they're like, these are racist. Like, because you know how they do like Trader Giotto's and Trader Jose's?
Yeah.
And they're like, these names are racist. And then Trader Joe's responded in like this other open letter that was like, we like to have fun with names and they're actually not racist because
Those are names from the places.
yeah. And also like they have other fun names for things and no customer has ever complained that they're racist ever. And if they did, then they would change it.
And if
And
they did, we would kill them.
yeah.
We have Joe's private military.
But like this
GI
dumbass
Trader Joe's.
Yeah, GI Trader Joe's. That's very good.
exactly. But this dumbass like open letter, people saw that they were racist, and so many people jumped on the board of hating Trader Joe's because they didn't read the letter and they just it was like clickbait basically, and they're just
Mhm.
like, oh, Trader Joe's is racist now. Trader Joe's is canceled.
Trader Joe's is canceled.
I miss just hating Trader Joe's because I don't want to buy a sack of pre-cut broccoli. I just want the bulk stuff, you know?
Like a,
That seems like a
like a
valid
small tree.
Yeah, I want to buy a carrot, not like Trader Joe's bag of carrots. Or I guess what? It's probably like
Sack of
Trader
carrots.
Ruth's.
I mean, their produce is not their strong suit. I would go to Sprouts for produce.
Yeah, their strong suit is all the weird crackers they have
Yeah, no, like all the like packaged goods,
Ah.
and it's really cheap.
and the
like-
wine.
What is happening right now?
I
Yeah.
don't know. What was this?
What is happening?
Where are we at? Where are we at? We had five jobs.
We need to go. I'm
Wait, I had
sorry.
We just need to finish off the bracket.
I had an idea and I forgot, but
Okay.
that yeah.
Do you want to explore it?
that's
The
that's
internet
it.
connection is dying.
Is it?
Mm-hmm.
Who says that?
It
It's-
reloaded a bit.
well, you know.
Yeah, and we just we're
I'm
we're
fine.
bursting at the seams with more funny bad job
Ah, shit,
ideas.
I had-
so
I had an idea for a job that wasn't. I mean, Uber driver is the worst job I've ever done.
It's too real.
Yeah, but who wants drunk people throwing up?
What
in their car?
about murderer, but like they have to do it in a fun way?
like with fun things?
Clown murderer.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they have to have to do it with like kazoos or something.
Mm-mm.
Being speaking of bad jobs, being like a clown nurse is rough because you do have to treat all your patients with like fake clown tools. Like you can't, when you use like a bone saw, it's a plastic saw, and so it takes extra long.
And it
when
makes
you
that
give people,
honky
yeah,
noise.
it's awful. When you give someone a tracheotomy, you do have to use a kazoo, which isn't very good. Yeah, and pumping like air into someone, you have to do it with like one of those little red noses, and it's just hard to take death seriously when there's like,
Executioner.
Gonna suck to do, huh?
I really don't want to do it. So, but like if someone paid me enough. Maybe.
What about the guy that has to intercept all text messages and then write them into letters and then like walk them to the people who are supposed to get them because some like text messages don't reach certain parts of the United States? You know that job?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
That one's bad. It's hard to be in the middle of like a text fight because they really get mad at the
I know.
messenger. Like, why aren't you writing? Why aren't you writing faster?
You know, I gotta go.
All right, that was holy wow.
Joe, hold on. We gotta wrap it up. We gotta
That's
say.
fine. That's
I'm
fine.
sorry.
We gotta.
I just-
We gotta.
I didn't mean
That's
to
fine.
say that so abruptly, but I just got so
You're-
absolutely tired.
You're out. You're out. You're out.
Yeah.
Sam's just gonna leave right
Rotate
now.
the mic. We'll finish up. All right.
Yeah.
Let's enumerate jobs, Joe.
Shit.
We got poop scooper at the zoo.
Yeah.
Or poop scooper at the zooper.
Adult diaper changer.
Adult and McDonald's diaper change.
McDonald's diaper changer.
Human centipede.
Human centipede.
We got micronome.
Micronome.
We've got selling beer at a football
Selling beer
game.
at a football game.
We've got person who gives out samples at the
Person who gives out samples.
any
The
place.
bad sample
Bad
that
samples.
no one wants.
Yeah, that's the sad sampler.
Yeah, the ignored of personal interaction.
We've got the funny murderer, and
Yeah.
then we've got clown doctor.
Clown Doctor wins.
I think I think that's a complete.
There's
list.
our 10. These
Not
are 10
our
things.
Finest, not our finest
That is
10
our
things.
top 10.
These are
I-
10
I don't
I
know
things.
if Clown
approve of it.
Doctor won.
These are-
I think Shit Eater is like top 10.
No
top.
one is
Human-
paying for that job.
Human Centipede is number
And
one.
Yeah, people are paying.
Human Centipede is like people have at least fought for union rights for that one.
No, but I'm
so.
saying there's
Yeah, they are together.
someone who's into some freaky kink shit, and they're like, I'm gonna give you $60 to eat my shit
Oh, that's a good
out of
point.
my ass.
That's really owning the means of production, isn't it?
Yeah, for real.
Okay, so very good.
Yeah,
This was
everyone,
our
that was
200
our
divided
top
by
10.
20.
Yeah. or
200
whatever
divided by
number,
20.
300 divided by 30.
This has
Whichever.
been
Yeah.
this has been Holy Wow, a
That's what
show
they
about.
say up north.
This has been Holy Wow, a show about nothing really.
I thought it was pretty fun,
It
and I
was
had a really
fun.
good time. I hope everyone really
Sometimes
enjoyed
fun, usually tasteless.
it. Mostly tasteless.
Mostly
Mostly
tasteless.
Sometimes fun, always
Always
usually
tasteless.
tasteless. Yeah.
We'll work on. We're not actually a podcast with named
No,
episodes.
we are,
And
we
we
are, we
actually
are.
aren't.
We are.
We
Give us
actually are,
credit.
and we actually are tasteless. So yeah.
We are.
Yeah, we
tasteless.
are a legit podcast.
We
We are
absolutely
competing with
are.
Joe Rogan for #1 right now.
This
Yeah.
is- this-
Spotify's knocking on our fucking door.
It's just they mail me so much cash. It's really annoying. They sprained my ankle the
Gets
other day.
in the
'cause they dropped
way.
a big cash box on my.
Okay, we gotta go. We said bye already.
Thank you everybody for coming
Thanks.
by.
This has been the stink accident.
This has been Holy Wow.
Holy wow.
Wow.
Bye bye.
Bye.